Yeah. 501, H-State, stand up. It's your man, Big Bubba. Come on, one time. To all my H-State riders that done paid that price. Real hogging at night. Is you about that life? It's the hog life, baby. What you know about that? We down like spinal cord strapped in the Fleetwood Lac. West side of the 216 to be exact. Number one podcast in the H-State fact. It's the hog life, baby. It's you about that life, baby. It's the hog life, baby.
Once again, it's on. Y'all know what time it is, baby. It is the most dangerous podcast in the H-State, the coldest podcast in the state of Arkansas. You are chilling with your best friends from the West End, man. What's going on today, Pimpy? Willie, yo, talk to me, baby.
Man, what's going on today? You already know what it is. You tuned in to the number one podcast in the H-State, the most dangerous podcast in your area. And you know what we call this thing, Rob?
What we call this thing, baby?
The Hog Life, baby.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
And one more time, Arkansas, we are all in your face.
In your face. In your face, Arkansas. Man, we got one of the living legends sitting with us today, man. Straight from the 216. You know what it is, man. We got Herb. The flight has landed. Flight time lane in the building. What's going on, baby?
What's good, man? Glad to be here.
Man, we're glad to have you here, man. We finna get right into this show right here, man.
Okay, Rob.
What's up, baby?
Not just from the 216.
Where you from?
The West Side,
The West Side,
baby.
baby. So you are chilling with three of your best friends from the West End, baby. Man, before we get going, man, this show is brought to you in part by Accent Soap. The owner, Miss J. Herron, man. Hours from 1 to 7, Tuesday through Sundays. Y'all go check out my girl at Accent Soaps, well on 3018 South University, Little Rock, Arkansas. Y'all, she gave me this stuff called Mr. Lava Lava. Up, Mr. Lava Lava. Come on, up, Mr. Lava Lava. Man, Willie, I put that stuff on his dome, on his face. I got proposed to 4 times this week, man. 3 of them was by dudes, and I ain't ashamed to say it, baby. But go talk to Miss J. Herron, man. She one of the sweetest people. Miss Jess Herron, man. Sweetest people in the world, man. Not only is she trying to sell products, but she's knowledgeable about what she's doing, man. Yeah. She will school you. She will give you all the education on all your follicle needs, hair needs, skin care that's going, man. One of the most realest people I know, man. And the Hog Life is all about realness. Real, recognized real, man. And pardon of saying that, man, I went down there last Sunday, and I got 2 of them. I got the scrub and the charcoal soap. Trying to take care of this velvet chocolatey smooth skin, baby.
You gotta keep it smooth.
Gotta keep it smooth, man. Keep it smooth like butter. Yeah. Go check my girl, Miss J. Herron, man. Miss Jess Herron. Sorry, Miss Jess Herron. Go check her out, man. Accent Soap. Your destination for skincare and everything, man. This show is brought to you by Accent Soap, man. You ready to get into it, baby?
Let's get into
it.
You ready to get into it? Y'all ready for this?
You ready for it?
Well, I tell you what.
We here now.
We here. Might as well go on.
Too late to turn back.
Man, shout out to our boy Will West Studios.
You know why?
Why?
He make you look good
when you know you don't,
yes,
baby.
Sir.
Man, how was your week, brother?
My week was good, man.
Man, how was your week, Herb?
My week's been great, man. It's been great being back down south, catching up with, friends and family. And amazing to catch up with you guys, man. I'm proud of what you guys doing.
Thank you so much,
I'm
man.
glad I could be a part of it.
Likewise,
same thing, man. We done followed you your whole career, man.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about from college.
Yeah, this is an honor for us.
Back for me from high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
the whole journey through, man.
For me,
hit the red
on the outside looking in, man.
Man, so yeah, that's gonna be a great thing going on, man. It's gonna be a great thing, man. So, William.
Yes, sir.
I think you need to ask this brother a question before we really get started.
I got a question
because I know he's been watching the show.
Yeah, I know he's been watching.
So he knows this question that we got to ask him, right?
Are you familiar with the question?
Are you about that life?
Well, come on now.
Are you about that life?
I'm about that life.
Are you about that life?
I'm about that life.
Are you about that life, baby? The hog life, baby.
It's the hog life, baby.
It's the hog life, baby.
As me was I about that life.
Are you about that life?
It just got real in here today.
It got real. When he asked the genius about
first time.
You ever got asked that?
Yes, to ask, am I about
and you
that
about
life?
that
I'm
life.
ready.
He did,
man.
man.
That was
so
it.
he ready. Y'all want to do it again, man? Because, I mean, he came with it this time.
We all can do it, man. Let's make
Hit it.
We're in a library. We're gonna make noise.
Hit it, man. Hit it.
Are you about
Come
that
on.
life?
I'm about that life.
Are you about
Come
that
on.
life?
I'm about that life.
It's the HawgLife,
It
baby.
is
It's
the HawgLife, baby.
It's the HawgLife, baby.
It's
It's
the HawgLife, baby.
It's Big Rob,
Yeah,
yeah, baby.
it's Big Rob now, baby.
It's Willie O, right, baby?
Willie O, right, baby.
Flight time,
Flight
right,
time,
baby.
flight time, flight time.
216 in here, baby.
216 in this thing. Come on.
West End in here, baby.
The West Side in this thing.
Cheney Street.
And Elm Street. Yeah. The park, baby. That's it.
We in
Park.
here, man.
Man, go straight there.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Cheney Street
Cheney
Park.
Street Park, man.
I mean, you came down there a lot. You live down there a lot.
Stay right across the street.
That was my home away from home.
Exactly.
Cheney
man.
Street Park.
That's where it all started at, man.
It is.
Because where we grew up at, in Brinkley, during our time, we didn't really have like organized sports. So the first time that you could play organized sports was 7th grade.
7th grade, yeah.
So you had to learn how to play in the park. That was the play to go on Sundays.
That's it.
With
And it would pack out. It would pack out on Sundays, man.
Don't lose.
Nope. Don't lose because you may not get back on that court.
Not get back
you may not
out
get
there.
back on that
You're not
court.
gonna get back
So
on the
yeah.
court.
So I tried to make it a point not to lose.
That's it, man. And the cool thing about the park was back then was that the old heads would play.
Yeah.
And then they get the youngsters chance to play.
Yeah.
But we had to go against the old heads, though.
Well, eventually you had to face them, yeah.
And it wasn't none of this, well, we're going to be easy on them. Wasn't none of that. They ran you like you was their age back then.
Once you got to that hardwood,
yeah,
you was ready.
You was ready.
Most
yeah.
definitely.
We done cupcake a lot of things and soften a lot of things now. And that's one thing I'm thankful of the era that I came up in. It was no softening back then. You had to be real with it, ready with it, and had to come with it. You see what I'm saying? I remember being in 6th grade getting dunked on by Rob Manson.
Yeah.
I'm 6th grade, little old chubby thing out there, and this dude dunked on me like I'm from Holly Grove or somebody. Like he having flashbacks from Lone Oak or something, man. So, and that's one thing I'm gonna pass the thing to Willie O. Let him get talking, man. If it's one thing you could take back to Brinkley, what would it be? This one, Tony, you.
Oh, you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Man, if it's one thing, I mean, just the mentality of knowing that you could be successful.
That's it.
I feel like over the course of the years, there hasn't been a whole lot of talent, not as much as should be coming out of Brinkley compared to back in the late mid '80s.
Yeah.
The mid '90s when we were there, we had guys that were coming out, playing big time sports. But with that being said, at the same time, you still got a lot of people that come out not necessarily doing sports, but doing big things educationally. As we talked about a little bit earlier with Dr. Keith McGee over there at Horace Mann High School. It was a pleasure to be over there and meet him the other day. So although the basketball, the athletic part of it is not quite what it should be, I know that there's talent there, and I tell people all the time, some of the most talented people I played against in the park, right in my hometown.
That's it.
And they didn't quite go as far as they should have for whatever reasons, but the talent's definitely in the town.
Oh,
It is. It really is. It really is. Go ahead, Willie.
Even doing this podcast, we realized that there was a lot of people from Brinkley doing amazing things,
doing wonderful things.
Oh,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, the shame of it is a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
And they need to know that it's people, because that'll give them hope.
Yeah.
And it'll be an inspiration to them. They're like, you know what, they made it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And making it is actually up to the individual, what your perception of making it is, what your perspective of success is.
Whatever your goals are, whatever your success is, that's it's dependent on you. And then once you reach a certain level of success, like myself, I think I've reached certain levels of success. But at the same time, once you get to that level, once you get to that top, so to speak, you have to be able to reevaluate and set new goals. Right. So now my success is a little bit different than what it used to be. When I was growing up, it was, can I make it pro? Can I make it on TV? And then how many countries can I travel to? Right. But now since I retired, it's been 2 years, and my success now is depending on how many lives I can touch along the way. I've already touched a lot, but now I get to do it on my own, on my own platform.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. I remember years ago I saw you one night. I won't say where I saw you, but I saw you years ago one night. It was in the hometown.
Yeah.
And I asked you, I said, man, why didn't you go to the NBA?
Right.
You remember that night?
Yeah.
And you said, man, it's too many politics.
Wow.
Too many politics.
Well, I mean,
I never forgot that.
Well, it's politics, but at the same time, I've gotten that question before, and I feel like I had the best job in the world, traveling the world. I think if it were not for playing with the Globetrotters, I wouldn't be able to take the stage that I'm, able to take now to be able to go and speak in front of large groups.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have probably ever done that as much as I did with the Globetrotters. But with the Globetrotters, we go into schools each and every year, every day, pretty much when you're on the road. We're in front of big corporations and companies presenting stuff to them. So it prepared me for what I'm doing right now. You know, I didn't make the NBA, but I have friends who made the NBA. Right. And for me to be able to have played 18 years of professional basketball and get paid for it and travel to 90 countries around the world, man, I cannot complain. Yeah. You know, I have no regrets. It would have been nice to play in the NBA, but I know that I'm doing, and I've done exactly what I was supposed to be doing.
Right. Better than the NBA.
You did. You really did. And you kept that humble spirit, humbleness about yourself. That's what I love about you. Our conversation we had, you came to Jonesboro and did a show, and you gave me the whole back sheet on how you became a Globetrotter. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize you was a personal trainer.
Yeah, that was my first job out of college. Yeah,
you came out and you was a personal trainer, and then they had, was it auditions or workshops? For
this is the way it works. So when I talk to people, and I always talk about the importance of relationships. Like most of the things that happened to me in my life were because of the way I carried myself and the relationships that I created along the way. Exactly. The way that I got with my college scholarship was Walter Camper and his dad. They actually spoke up for me. Sitting there and never saw me play a basketball game, but Walt saw me play the year that he was hurt because he got hurt his freshman year. So he was like, man, he went to about 3 games and he said, you know, how are your grades? Grades are good. Well, I'm going to tell him about you. And basically by word of mouth, I was able to get that scholarship. And everything just kind of happened like that. The way I got with the Globetrotters, my roommate at the time at Centenary, he was a soccer player. We had already graduated. We were living together while I was actually working as a personal trainer. He came home one day from work, and he said, hey, man, I went to the Globetrotter game tonight, and here's a program with the 800 number because you can do everything that they can do. So he believed in me. Yeah. So I kind of, I blew it off. I pushed it under the rug for a couple of weeks. I came home from one day from work, and it was one of those days like, man, I got to get back on the court. And so I said, his name is Alan. I said, Alan, where's that brochure with that number on it? So I ended up, calling the 800 number. I sent a videotape to him the next day. That happened in March. They said, we'll put you down for our training camp in August. Now, I forgot about this. It's March, April, May, June, July, August. They called me 3 days before training camp saying, do you want to come to camp? Like, yeah, I want to come. So, I mean, I was a little bit arrogant, or confident then because I told my boss at the time, I said, you can go ahead and hire somebody else for this position because I'm about to make this team,
That's right.
18 years later, but it was all because of, people believing me and people, speaking up for me. So it's always, I tell people, you never know who you're going to come across.
That's true.
And what they can do for you moving forward. It shouldn't be about what they can do for you. You should be good for the sake of being good, but at the same time, just realize that people want to be treated well, and you want to treat people better than you expect to be treated.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
And that'll take you a long way.
It will. Go ahead, you find you actually was hitting on a point. This podcast is like that. Our podcast has been generated on people talking and speaking up for us. They like the swag. They like the constant, banter that we bring, and then they know that we always represent where we come from. We tell the story every show. This show was originated and developed on the corner of Cheney and Elm Street, Brinkley, Arkansas, 7 years ago. We sat down at Buffalo Wild Wings, was it? Yeah. We came with the name of the show?
Yeah.
And wrote down a list of people we wanted to interview. It gave me chills when we wrote down the list and you said you was coming. Yeah. Our list is completed. We ain't done this a year yet. Yeah. We've interviewed everybody.
That night, we was watching a boxing match up there that night. And start putting
names down.
Notes and names to paper. The next morning I messaged you.
Yep. And we've interviewed everybody that we've put down, and then interviewed people we had no idea we was going to interview. The Jacqueline Cars of the world. Yeah. We did the whole Crew is Stupid last week with Big John and Barry Brewer and Mink.
That was crazy.
and here's the good kick about that. These traveling internet sensations, we the first podcast they sat down and talked to. Yeah. Craig O'Neal with THV11.
I saw that one.
His first podcast sitting down. Craig was known for telling podcasts no. He sat down with us, the HawgLife. Yeah. And it's what you say. It's how you carry yourself. We talking about the lady with the accent soap, Miss Jess Herron. When we walked in, her whole spiel was like, "Yes, I'm with you with this."
Okay.
And I tell people, it's not always about just views and this friendship. It's about what kind of groundwork are you laying?
Yeah.
You lay down the right groundwork, and then shout out to Mr. Walter Kemper and Terry Kemper and all the other Kempers, Nate Kemper, all of them. Shout out to Corey Kemper. Shout out to all of them. All of them that spoke that word for you. Yeah. And shout out to all the people that spoke that word for us, because we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys and tuning in. And Will West Studios, our nephew William Walford, doing the videos for us and everything. And it's becoming a circle of just networking, putting people out there, getting them the exposure they want, and we're not getting a dime for it. The blessing come when you see the people getting prospering for what you saying. Yeah. That's where the blessing comes in right there. So, I'm right now. I'm on a high right now, Willie.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not always, not always about the money. One of the things that we used to say with the Globetrotters, people like, how much money do you make? You guys making millions of dollars. But I mean, generic answer is, we're not about making millions of dollars. We're about giving millions of smiles.
That's right.
But
that's it.
Generic answer, that's true though. That's the way it should be, because if you do the work that you're supposed to do, the other stuff will come along automatically.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It will.
Money will catch up, man.
That's right.
And you guys doing a great thing here, man, and it's gonna continue to grow.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to be here, and anything I can do to help you guys, grow, I'm definitely gonna do that as well.
Keep praying for us, man, and keep believing in us. That's all we ask of anybody.
Our job today is to just give you your flowers.
That's
so you
it.
can smell them, man.
That's it. That's it, man.
Anybody can talk and say good things about a person when they're not here.
Right.
But our purpose, especially with people from our town, is give them their flowers so they can smell them, man. they can enjoy the beautiful arrangement.
That's right.
I want to go back just a little bit. I'm going to take you back to the late 90s.
Okay.
And at the time I was staying in Flint, Michigan, approximately 1,200 miles from home. But that night in Flint, Michigan, our neighborhood, the whole neighborhood was from Brinkley, Arkansas.
Okay, yeah.
Because we got our doors open, something you really shouldn't do up there at that time of night.
Yeah.
We got the doors open, the TV blaring. All the neighbors got their TV on, their doors open. And we watching the college slam dunk championship.
1998. I was in my dorm room.
Man.
I was in my dorm room. I remember that.
You'd have thought this was my little brother for real. Because I'm lying so good.
Man.
Hey, look, Flint know now I'm lying because I'm saying it.
Oh, man.
But look, at that night, me and this guy done hung out. We kicked it.
Yeah, I mean.
This is my ace boom cool. Now, truth is, he always been a solid dude and he always been cool.
Right.
Always.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always had respect for him, man. But that night, everybody tuning in. And I see this. Game over.
Yeah.
We done flooded the streets like he just won a championship, man.
And before he respond on it, let's go back to that dunk contest. He didn't miss not one dunk.
He didn't miss a dunk.
He didn't miss a dunk. It wasn't do over. He didn't miss not one.
No.
He didn't miss not one.
No. And I watched it.
I was in the dorm room. I was in my dorm room that year.
And
so
I
yeah.
still remember it like it happened yesterday, man.
That was 98, wasn't it?
Yeah.
98.
98.
Yeah, 98. Yeah, that was my first year in college.
98,
so I remember
man.
that.
And I couldn't have been more proud then, man.
Man.
I could be more proud now. You know what I'm saying? I always expected big things from people in Brinkley. But y'all era athletes, I always thought like a big chunk of y'all was going to be pro athletes.
Yeah.
Because y'all had it.
Mm-hmm.
But we learned from you guys though.
Hey, man.
As I was telling Rob just the other day, we was going back and forth. I said, I bet, Big Chill Will probably don't remember. But, I was a football manager for you guys. I don't know if you remember when y'all went down to Lone Oak. I think it was 87, 88, and won that conference championship. I was the manager on the football team. Ferg, Keith James, all those guys were the running back. I was always out there. I was out there setting up the field. But we went down there. Y'all had maybe 25 players on the team.
Yeah.
And Lone Oak, they had
They doubled us.
80, 100 people.
Maybe
and went down there and won that conference championship. And so stuff like that, those memories right there motivated me to want to become an athlete like you guys and want to be successful just like you guys. So whatever stories you told them, I wish you could have told them that. But he used to be my manager. He used to pick up my jock strap when I was playing football. And I remember I think he's big 60 or 60. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I remember everything, man.
But do you know that just takes us back to the park. It go right back to the West End Park because that's where all of that even started at, man. When we had relationships with the younger cats, it was at the park.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It was.
We didn't necessarily see each other at school because we was too many years apart.
Right.
We didn't go to each other's houses because we was too many years apart. Now, unless you was like from a big family like Dwayne Banks and them, and you got a bunch of siblings like we did.
Yeah.
Then you would go to each other's houses and stuff like that because But man, I remember. Like, all we had was the park. We had John Bean's Dust Bowl on the north end.
The Dust Bowl.
Dust Bowl.
Right off the full lane.
Right up full lane,
right? Yeah.
And before they built Bank South, we had that field right there.
Yep.
And then we had the old.
Oh yeah, that was the football.
The
used
East
to go
End.
down over there.
Man, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Load up on the bike and get Pitt and Pat ready up there.
Humble beginnings.
We about to go
brother.
play.
Yeah, humble
but
beginnings.
man,
Man.
that's what I was getting at right there, man. From these humble beginnings, man. And look how far the Most High done brought us, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
And it's just a blessing to do it, man. Slam dunk championships, Globetrotter, up to my impeccable career with the Globetrotters. Then I saw a picture. I want you to describe this picture, how it even came to be, man. I saw a picture.
I think I know what you about to ask.
Oh yeah.
I know where you
Oh
going.
yeah, I'm finna go right there.
I'm
I
ready
talk
to go.
about it.
Go ahead. I'm ready for him. Go ahead. It's your show.
In this picture, I saw you standing up and President Obama doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He was getting them too.
How
He was
did that
getting them.
happen, man?
Well, man, like I said, it's just about the way, you carry yourself. You
Yeah.
know, we had at one, at any particular time with the Globetrotters, we would have, 30, 40 players on the roster. Luckily for me, I was one of the guys that got selected to be able to go and, meet the president at the annual Easter egg roll. And the story was that the president always comes out to the basketball court because, he loves basketball.
Right.
And so he finally made his way out there, and the way we were playing the game, if you missed a shot, you had to do push-ups. So I happened to be the one giving him the ball to shoot, and when he missed, I'm like, all right, Mr. Commander-in-Chief, you need to drop down and give me 5. So I mean, who would have thought, little bitty Brinkley, Arkansas would be able to, to meet the president, and not only once, but I had a chance to meet him twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And
I love
I mean,
it.
it's an honor because I know that a lot of people from my hometown have lived vicariously through my travels over the course of the years, and I always try to make sure that I represent my town no matter where I came from. I mean, even from college on, when people ask me where I'm from, I say I'm from Brinkley, Arkansas.
Yeah.
I'm not, no disrespect to Little Rock or, Memphis, but Brinkley is right between Little Rock and Memphis, exit 216.
That's it.
I'm claiming my town. I'm a representative, do whatever I have to do.
No
every
doubt.
chance I
No
get
doubt.
to put it on the map because it made me who I am, and I'm proud of it.
That's
Whatever
right.
obstacles, whatever setbacks that I may have faced growing up, I'm grateful for them.
That's right. That's right.
Things weren't always perfect, but I'm grateful for the way things happened because it made me who I am, and I'm able to share my experiences, the good and the bad with people, so they don't have to necessarily, or if they do face some of those, they know how to deal with it. They have the tools to deal with it.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna take a pause for the calls real quick, and we're gonna do what they say. Will, what they saying over there? Will,
Tim Tucker says 3 straight up guys right there.
man, bless up Tim.
Tim
Bless
Tucker.
up
Tim,
Tim.
that's my cousin.
Yeah, bless up Tim.
Reagan Martin said it'd be great if you came to the school to speak,
I'll be at Brinkley School tomorrow,
and that's what I
9 to 10. See you, Reagan.
Sheila McCoy Swanigan, watching from the H-Town to Bugtown, my grandson enjoyed seeing the flight time with the Globetrotters when they came to Houston, Texas.
Sheila
It was amazing.
McCoy.
Man, Sheila McCoy.
Shout out, class of '89.
Yeah, and Sheila's always been a good fan.
Yeah.
So go
One
ahead.
more. I don't know if it's Tarnell or Tarneel.
Tarnell Miller.
Yeah, Miller.
Oh, yeah.
He said he remembers the dunk contest.
Yeah, everybody remembers the dunk contest,
Neil,
man.
you was a youngin' when that
I
happened.
think you were 4 years old
He was
then.
young cat.
You was dunking on the Nerf goal.
That's
Little
it.
likes hoop.
Another solid cat,
That's
Tarnell
it.
Miller, man.
But
That's
before
my
me,
baby
I'm
bro.
telling y'all need to smell this right here. Miss
man.
Jess Heron, Accent Soaps,
Hey,
man.
smell it, man.
Try that. That's Mr. Lover. Just smell it, man. I'm telling
You're
you.
going to instantly turn
Put
the
that.
shot
Yeah, there
on.
you go.
little
Put that
bit
on
of
your
it.
head, man.
Let me get my shine
Put
on.
your shine on. Put that on there. Put that on there, man. Put that on there. Woo wee! Miss
You
Jess,
see that?
you guys, she got this scrub here. This scrub is simply amazing, man. And then we got this other one right here. This is my other one called Royal Woods.
Royal
She is doing
Woods.
big things, man. She's a proud
Royal Woods,
sponsor.
that's another beard oil, too?
That's it, man. You got to go ahead and smell that,
That thing
Mr.
smell
Lava
good.
Lava. Go ahead, man. I'm telling you, that's some good stuff, man. And she guarantees her product, man. I told her, I said, we're going to put you on this show today. And she has agreed to come to the HawgLife, baby. So we're going to bring Miss Jess Heron Accent Soap. She's coming through the HawgLife. Go and put on there. That's it.
The quote from my brother,
Man,
Freddie Lou.
go ahead, Pretty Lou.
Freddie Lou said, "Oh, feel good on my skin."
Go ahead and put it on, man. Shout out Miss
Oh,
Jess
man, that feel
Heron.
good, it smell good.
That's it, man. Shout
Yeah.
out Miss Jess Heron, and shout out for her just being such a dope individual, man. I promise you I was going to put you on the show, boo, and that's what we doing right now. God bless you, man. Back to her Flight Time Lane.
Yeah, man.
What you been doing since you retired, man? What you been up, man? What you been fishing, hunting? What you been doing, man? Talk to us.
Since I retired, I lived in Shreveport. That's where I went to school at.
Right.
That's what seminary was. I lived there
from
94
stuff in, baby.
from 94 to 2017. And,
Gotcha.
after I retired from the Globetrotters, I just wanted to, try something new. I knew that I had a real good resume and I had gained a wealth of knowledge, and I'd be able to, continue to kind of do what I do, but not necessarily in the same route. So, currently living in Sacramento, California.
Sack time.
Since I retired, man, I've taken on a bunch of new things that we were talking about earlier, man. I'm, yoga every now and then. I'm hiking. I'm healthier than ever. I'm eating better. I'm working out pretty much every single day.
Yeah.
I wrote a book.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that, too. We get into all that.
I wrote a book. But, just right now, my motivation is just being able to share knowledge with people and, just try to help individuals in any way that I can, be it through knowledge or be it through physically, to just become the best people that they can be, man. It's all about giving back to me. Now, I had a great run with the Globetrotters, and I learned so much, and they taught me so much, and they were not, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to have all this knowledge. I joke with people, I say that, I went to high school or elementary school for 13 years, I went to college, for 4 years and graduated with a degree in health and physical education. That's 17 years of education. I did Globetrotters 18 years, so I got a PhD in entertainment. You know what I mean?
You got it, man. Say that again, bro.
A PhD
I like that.
in entertainment. 18 years.
I love
like
it.
that, man. Yeah.
I love it.
So one of the other things I'm also working on is, people know that I did Amazing Race. I did Amazing Race 3 times, and I actually have a contract with the production company. I have a game show idea that we're pitching right now. We're trying to get that out to the major networks, and it's going to happen. I'm claiming it. I'm speaking
There
into
you go.
it.
Speak to the
Existence.
That's right.
Hopefully, end of next month, early October, we'll get in with a few networks, and we can get that thing going. And it's all about, for me, it's all about creating joy and happiness. So anything that I come up with, it's going to be fun. It's going to be educational, and people going to love it. And I see an opportunity to get in the door because I have way more ideas than that. Like I said, I got a PhD in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So once I get into the door, I get to even branch out more and share some of the things I've learned with people throughout the world. Because I love the world, I love the people, man.
There you go.
Growing up in a small town in Arkansas, Brinkley, and when we were growing up, you were traveling far. That means you went to Little Rock or Memphis.
Right.
But now to have seen the world and have so many different friends from so many different race, religions, and backgrounds, so many amazing people, I just feel like my role is to create change, help create change, but also make people realize that it doesn't matter where we're from, we're not that much different.
No.
It's good. There's good people all over the world.
A different dialect and a different mindset. That's
all over the world. I'm a living testimony to that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Big Will. Go ahead, baby.
So you're still talking about the Globetrotter run you had, man. I want to know what's your relationship now. What is it like with your man Big Easy Lofton, man?
Oh man, my boy Big Easy. My boy Big Easy, man. We pretty much speak just about every day. I think he's going into his 13th year now. Big Easy. He's up in Denver, Colorado right now. I'm actually going to see him next month. Looking forward to that. But he's still out there doing his thing, man. We're great friends. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I kind of took him under my wing when he came and joined the team. But I mean, it was all meant to be. Our relationship is interesting too because the same coach that I had at Centenary my last year, he had the same coach at Southeast Louisiana his last 2 years of college. I'm a little bit older than him, but once he got an opportunity to come with the Globetrotters, which happened as a result of Hurricane Katrina, Coach Kennedy, Billy Kennedy, who was just recently let go at Texas A&M, but still a great guy, he called me and told me that they had a guy coming in. And it just turns out that we ended up having so much in common, and we really became genuine friends, based on that. So everything kind of comes full circle.
You could tell it was definitely a natural
chemistry.
And it's still like that. Once brothers, always brothers, just like we are.
That's right.
Once brothers, always brothers. But
that's right, man.
Big Easy, Big Ugly, whatever you want to call him. Shout out Big Ugly.
Man, shout out to our boy Big Easy. Nathaniel Big Easy Lofton.
Nathan. So nice they had to name it twice.
Man, that is wonderful.
I always joke him, who names a kid Nathaniel? Nathan.
Nathaniel
twice. If Nathaniel wasn't enough, we going to name you again.
Nathan.
Just for good measure.
Yeah. So we talking about this book here, man.
Yeah.
I got it right here posted up, man. We talking about this right here. We'll let you hold it there, man. And you can talk about, man, projects, posts. We already talked about the president getting push-ups by you.
Yeah. How many of y'all can say y'all did that?
I mean, you made the president do push-ups, man. And you shook hands with the Pope.
Absolutely.
So let's dig in this book, man. What was I know it's talking about the coming up in your life and everything. Your beautiful mom. Shout out Miss Linda Harvey, man. One of the most sweetest souls ever in the world.
What
man.
up, moms?
Shout out to the family, man. All the family and everything, man. Sisters, brothers. Shout out to everybody, man, that come from the 216. Where was I know what a motive was.
Right.
You sat down and wrote this book. Was it a pour out? Or was it like, let me write? I'm writing. I'm like Dr. Dre writing in my diary. What was the mindset behind this book?
Well, the mindset was, it had been about 8 months since my Globetrotter career ended, and throughout the course of my career, hanging out with friends, like, man, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. Jokingly, people say it all the time. And so going through and dealing with, because it wasn't an easy transition after 18 years doing the same thing to not be able to do it anymore. Yeah. I had my struggles, mentally and whatnot, and dealing with that. But this right here helped me get to where I need to be, because I knew once I got this out there, I would be able to make a difference, and share my experience with other people. Like I said, the pitfalls, the ups and downs, the good and the bad, and hoping that people, will be able to learn from me. But the main part is just, let people know it doesn't matter where you come from or where you're at. You can get to anywhere you want in the world, no matter what obstacle, that you may be faced with. It doesn't matter. Wow. If you dedicate it and you keep faith, faith and confidence, and be hell-bent on making whatever you want to happen. It's right here. All the tools that you need to know. Treating people well, relationships. I just told you guys of a couple instances where relationships where people have spoken up for me have gotten me to where I am right now. Right. So relationships. Speak to the random person that you see at the grocery store checking you out, or the old lady that's struggling. Go and help them out. Give a couple dollars to that homeless person if you can, because you don't know what they're going through, and maybe that couple dollars is exactly what they need to get themselves back on the feet. Typically we think, they're going to use it for drugs and whatnot, and a lot of them probably do, but you never know. One of them that you give a $5 to or whatever, they may be the $5 that person needs to get to that job interview. If you got it to give it freely, you'll get it back.
Treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO.
That's right. That's right.
Treat them all, man.
You never know who's watching.
That's right. That's right, man. So, man, I wanted to know, how was it being on Sister Circle?
Oh man, Sister Circle. It was great, man.
The women look as good
they do
in person as they do on TV, man.
They are some beautiful.
I'm asking questions that are
beautiful.
We want to hear that. We want to know.
Beautiful, smart, intelligent women. That studio just had great vibe, and it's funny because when I got to Atlanta last week to do the show, I was driving up to the studio. I'm like, man, I've been here before. Like when you go in the studios, there's like different shows within there, and I had been there a couple times to promote, some game shows, but not for Sister Circle. It's only been out for a couple of years, but I just remember the vibe even from that Channel 11 station. I went to I remember this studio. This is one of the livest studios I've been to, and the same vibe when I got in there. It's just a bunch of great people in there, excited to, to be able to, for you to be able to share your story with people, and it just made me feel welcome. But beautiful women, educated women, inspirational women. It was great to be around. I probably hadn't been around that many powerful, influential women in my life, at that time, and plus with the guests that they had come in as well.
Yeah, you got it right. There's definitely some powerful women, man.
Yeah,
and that's
making a difference
to me.
Yeah, making a difference.
This, man, women stand up on their own, man. So what other shows have you actually did, like any daytime TV shows?
Over the course of my career, man, Good Morning America several times, to the Today Show.
Okay.
Back in the day with we used to do those shows back in LA. What's the man with the Jay Leno show?
Okay.
Man, I've done so many shows I can't even remember all of them, man. Then with the reality TV shows, Amazing Race, Price is Right, Twice, Are You Smart in the Fifth Grader, appearance on The Bachelorette.
Right. Appearance on The Bachelorette.
Yeah, with my teammates, not as an actual
no,
not as an actual
I never thought
that, but the whole thing, that's what I'm saying. Like with all these studio appearances, I've always kind of looked around to see what's going on, and that's what kind of inspires me now to hopefully one day to be able to put something out there.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening, man. You travel a lot, man, and a lot of us know. Like you said, got your PhD in entertainment. You got that soul down. You also got a PhD in fatherhood.
Yeah.
How does that traveling impacts fatherhood? Because your babies live in Louisiana, right?
Well, my daughter lives in Louisiana. My son is in New York.
It's in New York. So
Yeah.
you, Sacramento, California,
Right.
Louisiana,
Right.
New York,
Right.
then your family in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that schedule. Let's talk about that itinerary. That's deep there.
Well, I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for these new iPhones and all that good stuff. FaceTime, Snapchat, Facebook.
Yeah, boy.
You
yeah,
know,
man.
and in other situations, you'd have to wait to get a picture in the mail, or
man.
you know, you'd
Oh,
only
man.
only when see them when you do. But you know, as I was speaking to the kids the other day at the school, you know, when I was growing up, my number one motivator was that I always wanted to make my mama proud. Whatever
That's
I have
us.
to do to
That's
make my
us.
mama
That's
proud.
us, yeah.
You
That's
know,
us.
nothing against my dad. I love my dad to death.
Right.
But my mama, you know, my mom raised me, so I wanted to make my mom proud. So everything I did, you know, the extra miles that I ran, the extra jump shots that I got up, it was about her.
Yeah.
You know. But that changed when I became a father.
There you go.
Didn't change. I still want to make my mother proud, but now I got to take care of these kids
Children,
and make
that's
them
right.
proud
Make
as
them
well.
proud as well, right.
You know, so that's just what it's all about now. You know, my motivation is different now. You know, I'm trying to do things to make sure that they're better even when I'm gone away from here.
Right.
You know, it's about building legacy
That's
and
it.
about building, you know, a type of generational type of wealth, if you will,
Gotcha.
that'll last far beyond my time.
That's
you
right.
know,
That's
and hopefully
right.
they see what I'm doing and they're inspired. You know, and understand that what I'm doing is for them.
That's right.
You know,
That's
some
right.
people when you're not married or you're not with your, you know, baby mama, whatever, they look at you as like a deadbeat dad or whatever. But my whole thing is I spend as much time with my kids as I can, but I'm also building a foundation. You know, I'm not there as much as I should be between what ages of 10 and 16 or whatever. But if I can provide them something that's going to last them from 18 and the rest of their lives,
That's
I think
right.
I did a pretty good job.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
you're not just a father for that window; you're a father for all your life,
For your life.
all
That's
of their
right.
life and
That's
beyond.
And beyond that, yeah.
And beyond.
You know, so that's kind of my mentality. But thank God for social media.
That's it, man.
Thank
I'm
God
telling
for the
you.
iPhone, the
That's
Samsung. Shout out iPhones. Shout out Samsung.
Do you see any resemblance athletically with those babies?
Well, my daughter, she's a diva. But
Okay, okay.
She's artsy. She likes to dance. She likes to sing. She likes to draw. She likes to tell stories. She likes to, you know, write out stories. But my son, he is definitely following the footsteps of athletic ability. He is 13 years old. He'll be 14 in December. But he actually started school early, so he's heading to 9th grade as a 13-year-old.
Wow.
And he actually got asked to try out for the varsity team this year
Can
as a 13-year-old.
We know
That's
you
what's
could.
up.
You could.
Yeah.
We know you got the handles, the shot, the J. But a lot of us remember you as a wide receiver too.
Oh yeah.
I remember you running them routes, catching them things.
Yeah.
So
Wide receiver, defensive back, and I got to tell this story for those people. Some people may remember this. My very first football game I ever played, I was in 7th grade. Okay, and I remember Coach called my play first. I was playing right halfback.
Yeah.
Coach called sweep left.
Yeah.
You know, get the ball, sweep to the left. Oh no, there's too many people over there. I reversed the field. This was in Elaine, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Reversed the
man.
field. Bam, nobody over there. I'm pretty fast at that point because I'm small. I'm only 5'1" in 7th grade. Everybody's bigger than me.
Yeah.
Down the sideline, nothing but pay dirt.
Yeah.
Get down to the 2-yard line, put the ball down, start pointing to the stands. I'm celebrating.
So you ain't
and I
fussing
see
with
all the guys pointing at me. I'm thinking yeah, you know, touchdown, baby. But they actually telling me that I need to recover that fumble.
Yeah.
And Marlon actually recovered that fumble, but yeah, that was my first intro to organized
man.
sports. But
Oh,
needless
man.
to say, after that, I made sure I ran through the back of the end
Back of
zone.
the end zone.
Elaine, but you really couldn't tell when you
Yeah,
got in the
yeah,
end zone.
yeah.
we
but
didn't
man,
play. I didn't play Elaine, but I heard you couldn't
I
see
put
the
the
lines.
ball down
You
at
couldn't
the
see the lines.
2-yard line.
Wow.
2-yard line and begin
Wow.
to celebrate. And I was actually in Jonesboro a couple years ago, and one of the coaches that coached like junior high at that time, he didn't recognize me, but when we started talking, he remembered me he's like,
that
"Oh,
story,
you the one that put
You
the
the one
ball
with the
down
ball.
at the 2-yard line."
Yeah.
So I've had some moments like that. I mean, when I checked into my first college basketball game, we were playing against Arkansas Little Rock. That's when Derek Fisher was playing.
Yeah.
Checked into the game, I got to half court. I still have my pants on.
Oh man.
Just excited,
man.
man. Overexcited.
Just excited to get in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want my pants on.
Antsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What happened to the best of us, man?
yeah, it happened to the best of us.
Let's let Willie O tell us about his football experience because he had one too. Go ahead, Willio. What's yours, bro?
I remember one night.
Go ahead.
Because this story always, man. I remember one night we was playing Desert.
Eagles.
Desert. And this back when Joey Rogers was doing the live broadcasting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come out and interview the players before the game and all that kind of stuff. And that night, it was me and Phil Carter.
Quarterback.
Right. And in the interview, Phil was talking about how comfortable he was sitting behind me and wasn't worried about pressure, nobody busting through. And but on the way to the game, I decided I wanted to try to dip some Skol.
Oh, man.
Cats in the back of the bus got the Skol. They got the Mountain Dew bottle spitting in the bottle. They didn't tell me not to swallow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So,
Oh, man.
and Skol will get you drunk.
It will.
And I get on the field, man. I'm feeling terrible. I make it through pregame warm-ups. The game's starting now. Get ready to go into halftime. Let's fast forward. Get ready to go into halftime because this one stuff getting really bad. Get ready to go into halftime. I hear the next day, but this is what happened on the field. Phil got sacked. Phil Carter got sacked.
Yeah.
But on the playback, it sounded, the Joey Rogers talking, he said, let's listen to what Phil had to say earlier about his center, Willis Shelton. And they played the sound bite from Phil saying how comfortable he was behind me, right?
Yeah.
Soon as the sound bite ended, saying that's how he does it, and that's how he feels about it. Oh, Carter just got sacked. Looked like he spoke about Shelton too soon and put right by him. But I was so sluggish I couldn't move, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Coach Perry give me a good chewing out, and then chew the grass and crap and all that stuff.
Wow.
Go to halftime, come back out. They're kicking the ball off to us, and they do an onside kick. The front line already know if your hands touch the ball, you just fall on the ball and cover it up. The ball was going over my head. Why am I trying to jump and catch it? And I tipped it. Couldn't get back to it. They recovered the ball. I got pulled out the game. But
Put you over there next to the 10K cooler and let you drink some 10K.
I remember
Get your
10K.
stomach back right.
That 10K was ready, though, boy. That 10K was
I
ready.
didn't get back in.
I was not going to let you have this without having that moment. We talked about that for a while. But I know the one you're going to bring up about me. And it wasn't even a football one.
It was a basketball.
It was a
game.
basketball
I remember
one.
like it was
Yeah,
yesterday.
it was a basketball one.
Wanna hear? Here you go.
11th grade year. Go ahead. Yep, that's it. 11th grade year,
We
boy.
called the inbound.
Mm-hmm.
They got a full court press.
Holly Grove. Playing Holly Grove.
Rob broke the press by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Shook the whole starting five.
Oh, yeah. Rob had the handle.
I had
Already
him.
had him. So they coming from the north end of the court.
Mm-hmm.
He going down, get to the other end, the far corner. And they got him, right? But he in the corner like this. Ain't nothing moving with his wrist. Nothing moving with his wrist. He's going behind his back between his legs, and they can't keep up with the ball. I'm talking about, and then he pull up.
Mm-hmm.
The whole crowd, talking about the gym, even Holly Grove side lit. And he done launched the tray on them. Pretty rainbow.
It was nice. It was
Oh,
nice.
nice.
It was nice.
I saw all 7 colors.
It was nice. It was nice.
Coming down off the rainbow with nothing but air.
Hey, the bad part was I held the form.
Oh, yeah,
I held the form.
Like
and
a
then
good form was going in.
held the form up and then walked off 'cause I knew it was going in. And I heard the ball say bloop. And everybody said, oh. And 2 seconds after that,
Time out.
Big Robert. Coach William pulled me off the court. I hadn't seen a basketball court since then. Pulled me off. I kept my skills at Cheney Street Park. I said, I ain't cut out for Dewey Snowden Gymnasium. I stayed there, man. But we was going to rap about those.
I'm betting on the game. I can say it now. This is years ago. I was betting on the game.
We won the game, though, man. We won the game. I mean.
Yeah, but you take a side bet on the shot, and that was one you was betting
Well, it
on.
was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
When you got the half court, who wants some of this?
Yep. Oh, I was serving up. That wasn't really Steph Curry-esque. That was more. What's his brother name? His brother Steph brother name?
Seth.
Oh,
Seth. That was more Seth Curry-esque right there. But hey, I had to handle, man. Let's jump into it some more, man, because we done had our embarrassing sports stories right now. Let's jump back.
We've all had them.
We've had them, boy. I mean. I had, the funny, I hope my boy Keenan Shelton see this. Keenan was on the court at the time, and he was wide open. He was like, Rob, that was my first dunk, Rob. Come on, man. Here go Wesley Hill. Good shot, Rob. I'm like, Wesley joning me, man. He joning me right now, but it's okay, man. Let's get into swag ball, man.
Okay.
Let's jump into the swag ball, man. Tell us the concept of swag ball, baby.
Well, the thing about swag ball is my brand. It's not just a clothing brand, but it's something I'm getting ready to launch, like basketball clinics and stuff like that. Okay. So the thing about basketball at the Globetrotters is more than just a basketball player. You know, you have to be able to get out to the community and things like that. But it's fun at the same time. Yeah. So with my brand, Swag Ball, I just want to share with people, if you come to hang out with me as far as basketball, it's more than the game of basketball. We're going to have classroom sessions. We're going to talk about life and things like that. Yeah. But at the same time, whatever sport that you're playing, be it basketball, it doesn't have to be basketball, football, golf, play it with swag, have fun, you know. A lot of times we forget why we play the game.
That's true.
We play the game first because it's fun to play the game, you know. And in the media right now, with Andrew Luck retiring, he talked about how the game's not fun for him anymore. You know, all the money he's made and whatnot, and God bless him for being able to step away from the game and walk away, you know, with all of his limbs and things. But I do think he's coming back in 2 years. But it's just swag ball. It's just about having fun. You know, it's a lifestyle of sports. Just have swag, have fun. That's what all these young kids are all about today. But my definition is swag, have fun, but at the same time be educated and knowledgeable about things that are going on in life.
That's right. And to my children that I spoke to this week, all my children, remember what Mr. Rob said. Money is not everything. If you have money and you don't have joy, you don't have peace, you don't have sovereignty within all that.
And health.
Because we don't know what Andrew Luck was dealing with.
Right.
I heard a lot of the people say they were booing him because he announced it. You don't know what this guy has going home. He has a new baby, from what I understand. New child.
One on the way.
One on the way.
Fans are emotional.
And and at that point, I think fans got to take a step back and join into the human race.
I think a lot of those people that were booing, and it wasn't everyone booing, but I think that if they look back at it right now, they definitely have a different
approach to it.
And my whole thing is that, you know, I'm happy that he's able to step away.
Exactly.
He's 29 years old, but America, what do we like? We like a good comeback story.
We do.
And I've already predicted comeback player of the year 2022.
Okay.
Take 2 years off, come back, win a Super Bowl, and beautiful story.
You said 2 years. I said a year.
You think 1 year?
I think it's going to be like Le'Veon Bell.
I think that's why they let him keep that money, because they didn't want to burn that bridge. You know, it's okay, keep this money. You know, if you decide you want to come back, they still own the rights.
Right.
Yeah.
Unlike when Megatron retired from Detroit, they said we need to get some of that
Give
back.
It back. Yeah.
So they burnt that bridge. He's like, all right, here, take your money, and I'm done with you guys. You know?
Andrew did it the right way. He was very professional about it, very nice about it, and he explained this is why. I'm in pain.
Yeah.
Pain is something. I mean, you're hurting.
And the game's not fun to him. A game that he grew up, spent his whole life around growing up is no longer fun.
It's
I mean,
not fun,
imagine that
anymore.
You can be injured, but to play hurt
constantly.
Yeah.
It's not fun anymore.
You know,
and I think that's where it was with him. And not so physical pain, but he's mentally
drained. Yes, like
if
that.
You're not mentally prepared. You're not in the game.
That's
absolutely
right. You see, Rob Gronkowski spoke on that too. He left the Super Bowl, said he couldn't walk the next day.
Yeah.
We don't realize what these athletes put their bodies through to entertain us, the fan.
All we see is the millions of dollars that
that's
they make.
It. You know? And we think they're supposed to keep moving, keep going. So I just, I pray, hopefully he may get this. He may hear this from somewhere down the line. I pray Andrew Luck become healthy, mentally, physically, spiritually. And you said 2 years. I said a year.
Okay.
I'm saying a year. Maybe, I'm saying a year.
Well, you heard it right here first live on the
HawgLife,
baby.
On the HawgLife. What you got, Willio? Get in this.
Oh, man, I want to go back. So, swag ball, I'm going to get back into that just for a second. Swag ball, you said more than just playing basketball.
Right.
To get a chance to come out and hang with the living legend. You didn't say that. I'm saying that.
All right.
That's right. I'm going to teach you one for you. So they come back and hang out with the living legend. They're going to get more than just a basketball game.
More than the game of basketball.
You're going to get life skills.
Exactly.
You're going to get social concepts.
Yes.
You're going to get a respect. You're going to learn how to respect not only other people, but yourself as well.
That's right.
That's what I got from what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So my question is it just going to be a central location, or you're going to travel with these
we're going to take swag ball all over the world.
You know the first thing I thought.
We're going to take it all over the world.
First thing I thought was like, man, we need to bring this to the Dust Bowls and
that's definitely in the plan. I'm actually looking to do something early to middle of next year, I'm looking to do something.
Yeah,
I'm
keep
gonna,
it posted.
I'm gonna see about getting some of my friends, some of my famous friends or whatever. See if I can get a couple of the guys come down there, and even if we just do it.
And I'm the most famous friend that he has. Believe that.
I mean, even if we do like a 1 or 2 day clinic or whatever, man, I've already got people that I've been speaking with, and we're gonna make it happen. We're not gonna just make it a one-time thing. We're gonna make it an annual thing.
Yeah,
man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
When you sit there talking about it, I was catching. I was like, man, that's it right there.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Anything
We went back down memory lane, and I'm gonna let Willie O have the final say on this, because to me this has been. I'm on a high right now, brother. I'm on a high right now. Somebody I grew up with, and now back on the level he is now with the platform that you have now. I feel I was right there with you the whole time. And like I said, we see our people doing things. I told Terry Kemper the same thing. Yeah. Told Terry finna write another book, finna drop another book out and everything. It feels like I was right there. Yeah. Right there the whole time. To see our people do our things. I remember babysitting him. He's finna open up his own studio. I love when I see my people get blessed. If that's not a high that you get, I don't know what you're in it for. I don't know what you're in it for. My final thing, I'm gonna let Willie O close this out with his own thing.
Okay.
I want another memory that you got. Well, I'm not even going. I'm gonna let him have that one. I'm gonna let Willie O have that one. You done all this. We done talked about dropping the ball on the 2-yard line. We done talk about all the dunks, which I still say to this day, that 1993-94 basketball team, to me, shouldn't have never lost a game.
Oh, man, we had some athletes.
Whoa, Jesus. With
the whole starting five.
Joel Vance, Andre King,
Marlon,
Snowman. Snow was a freshman, I think.
Yeah, he was a ninth grader.
He was a ninth grader.
We were seniors.
He was a beast. I mean, I still to this day think they lost the game because they just didn't want to win that day. That was my own coup, my own thing. If you had to do everything over again, what would you do again? You had to do it all over. Would you add anything? Would you take anything away? If you had to do it all over again, and I'm going to let Willie O take it home after that.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, if I had to do it all over again, I'm the kind of person that thinks everything happens for a reason. Right. I feel like every obstacle, every trial that I face along the way happened for a reason, There's not a lot I would do again. I talk about Coach Williams a lot. Talk about him to my teammates. I talk about to the kids when I go to the schools. He definitely made an influence on me and made one of the biggest differences in my life. And if we're not for him, if it was not for him, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. So
that's right.
to come across the people, the teachers that I came across, I mean, Miss Louise Mitchell, Mr. Randolph, our parents, just all the teachers, Mrs. Williams, the home economics teachers, all the teachers that we came across, Miss Westbrook, Miss Maddox, all of those teachers and all the people in our community as well had a part in me becoming who I am. Yeah. So if I went back and changed that means that I'm not okay with my past.
Exactly.
So I'm okay with my past.
There you go.
You're not okay with who you are.
Right. I'm okay with the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Right.
So as far as changing things, I mean, I wish the Globetrotters would have paid us a little bit more money while I was playing. But as far as the way that my life is going in the direction that it's headed right now and it continues to grow, and the things that I get to do for people and I get to do moving forward, I'm not changing nothing.
I still think they should name it Dewey Snowden Gymnasium on Herbert Williams Court. I still think that. I don't care what nobody says.
Right.
That court need to be named after Coach Williams.
I'm okay with that.
I think that coach,
the whole gym should be the court is, but the whole gym should be.
The court is named.
Oh, the court is now?
The court is now.
The whole gym needs to be named
Right.
after
I
me.
think the whole gym should have.
We should. And I'm not taking nothing away from Dewey Snowden. I'm not taking no way. Put his name on the Votech building. That's the way I look at it. Put his name on the Votech building.
Okay, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but put his name on the Votech
Put it on the
building.
Votech building.
What do we just call it? The Snowden Williams.
Snowden Williams. There you go. I can ride with
Let's
that.
not take his name.
But it should be the A.L. Randolph building.
Because he won the championship.
Yeah.
That's right. The A.L. Randolph building. You said Snowden Williams Gymnasium.
There we go.
And the Willie O Big Rob Cafeteria. Damn. Damn. That's what it should be named in Brooktown. I got you, baby. I got you. Go ahead, take us home, baby boy.
Oh man, so if it was like, everybody said, "Well, I got that one last run. I got that one." If it was just that one last thing you could do, whether it's a project you want to embark on, TV appearances, a country you may not have been to, what is that one last thing you do, and where would you want to do it?
I mean, my biggest goal right now, the one last thing that I want to do is I want to produce some TV shows, man. Yeah. You know? And that's the basis for that to happen would be in, you know, Southern California, Hollywood. But once that base is set, I want to do it everywhere.
Right.
That's my last run, you know. And a part of that will include bringing people from, you know, from friends and family and people that I grew up with, people I played with, also getting them on board and allowing them to be able to, you know, enjoy some of the fruits of the labor and, you know, all the hard work that they put in. Right. And something that we all can be proud of. That's right. So that would be my last run. Just leave a legacy and a foundation that people will remember me. But I think I've already done that, but it's now to take it to another level, because a lot of times we realize once we get to a certain level or to the top, we think, oh, the work is done. Yeah. When in reality, the work is never done.
Never done.
Well, you know why? You know why you have to keep continuously set new goals. Once you get quote unquote to the top. Yeah. You know why you have to keep setting new goals?
Educate me, baby.
Because if you don't, you get complacent.
Oh yeah.
And
Absolutely.
You'll fall off.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
And so to avoid falling off, you have to keep setting new goals. In other words, the way we say, where everybody can understand, to keep challenging yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
That's right.
When it comes to a point that it's not a challenge to you and you can't find a way to challenge yourself through that channel, it's time to open a new channel.
That's right. That's
Try
right.
a different direction. That's what I had to do.
Yeah.
Man.
I done changed channels 5-6 times, man. But, you know, you keep doing it.
Find that new thing that motivates you and drives you to become the best person that you can be.
Right now, it's the HawgLife podcast.
HawgLife, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's it, boy. That's it. And man, we breathe this right now, man. Herb, it's been a blessing for me, man.
It's been a blessing for me.
I'm not going to just say honor. It's been
I can't wait for us to do it again, man.
We got to. They got round 2.
Yeah.
Round 2. It's coming. It's coming. Let them know where you're going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow we are
Tomorrow I'll be at Brinkley Party Elementary at 9 a.m. and then 10 a.m. I'll be at the high school talking to the kids, man.
So you guys get ready. He coming back home, man. BHS, man. BHS stepping in the Snowden Williams Gymnasium, and then y'all go back to the Willie O. Big Rob cafeteria, and y'all fix him some good food back there.
What about that Party cafeteria? That's yours too, ain't it?
Well, we'll give Willie O to high school. And give him the Party.
I'll take the
we'll call that the Willie O. We'll call it the Genius Cafeteria and the Shocking Party Elementary Cafeteria. That's what we'll call it. That's what we're gonna do, man. My man, blessings to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Stay on the path, brother.
It's an honor, man.
You about that life?
You about that
what?
life.
You about that life?
I'm about that life. Man.
You about that life?
I'm about that life. Hey.
Okay, let me tell y'all something.
He got that finger up. I'm being serious.
I thought I was ready for this man today. But he brought something that I wasn't ready for.
He brought it.
Man, you have always been a peaceful guy. But I think one thing that people underestimate about you, because you are so humble, they underestimate the amount of energy that you have.
Bring it. He was positive when he walked in the building, man. That positive vibe, man. He walked in
I was
with
already
the
ready. I said, I'm here, man. Let's do it. Where you at?
We here, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, man.
And look here, you always had it. You still got it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I saw you grow up from a kid. I saw you as a young adult. Then I didn't see you for years. To come back and see you in that parking lot earlier today, man, it just brought back all those memories, man. All those memories when I would come to them games and watch you play, man. Or talk to certain cats, or talk to your pops. Hey, man, how you doing down there? He didn't know who I was until I started asking questions. And I said, no, man, I'm their grandson and all this. Right. It's like, okay. But, man, you said people live vicariously through you. I was one of those cats.
Yeah,
and
we all
say
were.
it, man.
We all were.
More than just me.
Man, yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Keep it up.
I would, man. You guys keep doing what you're doing, too.
Go cop it, y'all.
Amazon.
Get it.
Projects.
And you can go to my website.
Popes and Presidents. And no, we're not talking about Chicago Street.
Nope.
HerbLang.com. I'm on social media.
HerbLang.com. Type that in there, Will West. And type in Accent Soap, Miss Jess Herron, man. She has been so dope in letting us have these products and everything. Y'all go check out. She's not going to bust your head, but she going to make your head shine like new money, baby. I'm telling you. And you're going to have you smelling good, too, man. Man, this has been one of the dopest podcasts ever, Willie O.
Yes, sir.
Ever, man. So, Brinkley, y'all show up tomorrow, man. Y'all come out, show support, one of our hometowns, man. Will West, he going to be out there taking pictures tomorrow, man.
Videoing.
Videoing.
Now, if he wants pictures, that's another conversation.
Video. So,
9 o'clock at the elementary school.
Elementary school, man.
10 o'clock at Brinkley High School.
Man,
don't meet him there, beat him there.
Beat him there, man.
I like that.
So all
y'all know what it
on
is,
skipping,
man.
y'all better show up at school tomorrow.
There you go, man. I am the shocking one. Big Rob the Shocker. He is
Willie O, the genius.
This is
Her lane.
Lane.
AKA flight time.
Flight
In
time.
quotations.
In quotations.
And look here.
Flight time.
We're going to do this, Big Rob.
Go ahead.
Before we get out of here, we're going to hit them with a 216 philosophy.
Hit him.
For today.
Hit him.
Today's 216 philosophy is simply this. Know your value. Know your worth. Don't let anyone tell you what you cannot be or what you cannot do. If it's in your mind, let it sink to your heart. When it sinks to your heart, let it settle in your soul. Make it happen. The only person that can stop you is you.
That's right.
Words ain't number letters put together. People never put action behind them. They only say you can't. When you say you can, put action behind it, believe in it, pray on it, make it happen. Nobody can stop you except you. That's my 216 philosophy for today.
Man, and on that note, man, it has been a 216 production, and we are out this thing like Corduroy James. You understand?
Yes,
Willie,
sir.
yo,
Yes, sir.
talk to him. Are you about that life?
Well, I'm about that life.
Are you about that what?
I'm about
Herb,
that life.
are you about that life?
I'm about that
Come on,
life.
are you about that life?
I'm about that
Everybody
life.
is the HawgLife, baby.
The HawgLife, baby.
It's the HawgLife, baby. Oh, and we out this thing. Y'all heard them beatboxing skills.
That's the big chill. I know.
That's it there, baby. That's it, man.
You said that's the big chill I know.
That's it there, man. Man, that's the show, bro. Appreciate
man, I
everything,
appreciate
my
y'all,
guy.
man.
Thank you so much,
Sitting
man.
up here don't do about an hour in these shades when light hit your face.
It's your girl, Mia Banks, and I want you to check out the most dangerous podcast in the A-State with Willie O, the genius, and my homie, the shocking one, Big Rob the Shocker. You know what it is, the HawgLife, baby.